Right, and I will fix it. But in the top left, we have the green Terran. He is a practice partner and actually just, a good friend of mine in the clan and already pulling SCVs.
Three
Three
SCVs.
SCVs, which means triple barracks, in my opinion. That is All-In's Purge.
And in the bottom right, the very unsuspecting Protoss, it is
one of the few master player
oops.
Protoss.
Well, I don't know if he's still going on the stream, but is he still... Can you still hear him? No, you can't. All right, I just turned you off for a second. Sorry. So you're going to have to do that again. But I'm going to... Give me 1 second. Alrighty. Go again. Do what you just said again.
All right, and in the bottom right, for the second time, is All-In's very own Nexa, the blue Protoss.
Yeah, and Nexa is actually a new member. Yes, Nexa is a new member, so it's going to be very interesting to see how he does. He's one of our probably best players based on his MMR, so it's just really interesting to see what he's going to do. Probably a top 10 player, and we have 3 barracks coming out for Purge. Funny thing is, and we have the proxy pond. Is TVP all proxies? Because I've been casting a ton of them, and there's been a ton of proxies.
I am not going to give away spoilers for my bracket, but I played Siege, who's Masters 1, Masters 2, and there wasn't a single proxy. I don't proxy.
Wasn't a single proxy.
So this is actually pretty uncommon, I believe. Shout out to Uncommon. But yeah, the triple barracks, that's a little bit extensive, and then a pylon this early. There's no way that you can get a Stargate there, so he's going to set down another gateway. This is really, really off meta. The only proxies that you'll see from the Protoss side in Protoss versus Terran is either proxy double robo or proxy Stargate, and he's doing it wrong for both, I think.
Yeah, so Nexa did see the lower bunker, so he's going to pull to see if he can kill an SCV for probe. That should never happen, but it did. And good job by Purge to get another bunker up, in my opinion, just to split the focus.
Every single probe from this point on is so important. He actually manages to get out with all 4 right there. That's fantastic control from Nexa, and maybe a little bit of a misstep on Purge's part, but he's going to have to get all of these Protoss boys if he wants to survive this all-in from Purge.
It's very interesting. Quiet did this to Nexa, and Nexa held it very well, but I think the way Quiet did it was he was a little too aggressive with his first bunker. So I feel like Purge did this much better by putting the bunker a little bit farther back, his first bunker, into the natural. So it's very interesting. We're going to see if he can get this Stalker. The Stalker is low on hit points, but obviously Stalkers have more range than Marines.
That SCV that just barely finished the bunker has 5 HP, and that one has 6 HP. He could have actually stopped that bunker, and had he been microing properly this entire time, this Stalker should just barely be getting its shields down. So with this second Stalker, he actually might be able to hold because they are on relatively equivalent economies.
Not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. Not after that little bit of...
Yeah.
Oh, and he sends it out the wrong direction. It's already half health. Marines so much DPS.
It seems like he is attacking the gateway. If he kills the gateway, the game's over.
It's over. I mean, I don't know how he's going to be able to hold this with just 2 Stalkers. Shield batteries are good, but he's not putting the shield regen on the gateway, which is going to go down any second now.
Yeah, it's interesting that he didn't do it. Yeah, it's game over now. He can't do anything. Even if he kills all these Marines and... Yes. And even if he kills all these Marines and doesn't lose the Stalker, he's still really far behind.
Yeah, and he's got a bunker right there that he's going to have to chew through, so the only way he's going to be able to pop that, because a bunker will easily take out 3 Stalkers, he'd have to rebuild his gateway, and then produce more units. Like, he's going to be trapped in this base for a while, but we have forgotten about the proxy on the other side of the map that is now pumping out Stalkers of its own.
I'm such a bad streamer. I didn't put the... I had my all-in inspiration thing out, and it was a little screen, and Pure didn't tell me. Oh, he just lost all the Stalkers. Bad micro by Siege. By whatever his name is, Nexa. And yeah, he definitely needed 3 Stalkers, and the shield battery almost is out of energy.
What's the exact army supply? 15 to 8?
Yeah, 15 to 8. Yeah.
And 2 of those Stalkers are on the other side of the map. So
and he has no
Stalkers.
production.
Yeah.
I mean, he has 1 production, but...
Rest in peace, Nexa.
Yeah, rest in peace, exactly. And that's game over. He's going to lose every single probe, and rest in peace, Nexa. Quick game, number 1.
Now he's going to set down the chrono boost on the gateway research. A little late for that one.
Yeah. Pierre was too mesmerized by my face to let me know.
Oh, yeah.
That,
who wouldn't be?
Yeah. Oh, the freaking command center. Thank you, White Ninja. I appreciate it. I've actually never spoken to you before, so this is very interesting.
Most people haven't. I know Tech4 gets all hyped about my monthly all-in general chat rants.
Yeah.
But even more infamous is the once every 2-year White Ninja stream. That's like a blood moon or like a lunar eclipse or something. It's every once in a while. GG's called, finally.
Yes. And Purge with the upset game 1. We are off to game 2. Which, if you guys are doing math, you do know who wins this game. But I could be pulling a fast one and forgetting game 3. You never know. But here we go into game 2.
What do you think about the strategies that were chosen coming into that one? I think it's really interesting that Nexa, who is very obviously got the much higher MMR over Purge, decided to go for a proxy when, if I was in his situation, I'd be like, I'm Masters 1, he's Diamond 1. I am more than comfortable to take this into the late game. I don't need to proxy.
Well, I actually had, before you got here, and I was waiting for you, I did Purge, not Purge. Like I said, I did Quiet versus Nexa. And Nexa actually did a double robo proxy against Quiet.
Oh, so that's probably what he was...
And also did a gateway proxy against Quiet. The same gateway proxy you just saw. So I think this is just what he does.
Yeah,
I don't agree, because yes, you said he is a better player just by MMR, so I would think you would just play safer and be able to win. And Purge obviously did the right thing by cheesing and by saying, okay, he's better than me, so why not just cheese and
that's
hopefully
Purge's
win.
mentality, and I think that's the proper one. But Nexa, we haven't seen very much of him, obviously, since he is a new member, but he could be Manipulation Mark II.
He could be. He definitely could be. And their series went close. I think it was 2-1, their series.
Yeah, but I think Manipulation was the one who actually won that one.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I remember watching just the replays.
Yes, it was. It's interesting. So he actually is going a little. Oh wait, he had a gateway first actually last game, so he could be doing the same thing.
Double Assimilator is almost guaranteed cheese, guaranteed proxy, guaranteed aggression.
Huh.
Yeah, and we've already got the pylon going down for Nexa, who is, by the way, in the top right hand of this map, Lost and Found.
Yes, and he's gonna do another proxy. But just to look at the chat, Pure, who's also a very highly rated player, probably a top 5 player in our clan right now, if I were to rate them. He says at the same time, though, a lot of higher MMR players figure lower MMR players can't hold early aggression properly, which is why they do it. I understand that, but I disagree with that premise. Because if you are a better player, you should just play safe.
And another proxy, again, is coming down for Purge. This is probably the cheesiest series of the All-Inspiration tournament thus far. I mean, I don't think in any other series that's been cast thus far, they've been double proxies 2 games in a row.
Yeah, but you haven't seen my series yet.
Oh, yeah, no, that one, yeah.
Yeah, which I don't know if you know how I play.
I don't.
But it's my favorite, which I'm going to say it on stream, which is probably going to give away to everyone. My favorite build is Nidus Worm.
Oh yeah.
On the planet Earth, it's like wonderfulness, and I actually didn't do it. I won the Plat Diamond tournament today, which I was very happy with because I beat a guy named Gale Force, who's a much better. Thank you. Who's much better than me.
Congratulations.
Yeah, no, thank you. Appreciate it.
To respond to Pure for a second, he's actually really spot on that a lot of top tier players have that mentality, and it's getting to the point because I don't ladder that often, but when I do, I play pretty much exclusively GMs, and when I do play against the GMs, it's almost like, oh, it's guaranteed that this guy's gonna cannon rush me. Like, literally, like it's like 100% of my games versus GMs is just defending cheeses.
I have a question though. So Purge scouted this obviously and doing the right thing, taking down these pylons, being a nuisance. Is this the way you counter this? Because I don't think there's any really units you can get out quick enough other than Marines to counter this.
I mean, he's trying to have the Cyclones on the other side of the map be his main source of aggression. If you have a Cyclone in your mineral line, that is like a guaranteed threat. You address the Cyclone or you lose your mineral line in 5 freaking seconds. He thinks that Reaper is going to be able to
look at this positioning though. Oh my god.
So good from Purge, but it's blocking off and he can't get the repair off, which is why he's got those SCVs there.
Yeah, but he's got a second one.
The second Cyclone shows up.
Oh, I mean, he just has to hold and he wins.
But he does have one Immortal on the other side of the map. I mean, but 2 probes remain. 1 probe remains.
No, I think this is an automatic win. Even if Nexa kills, these things have so much DPS. These Cyclones have so much DPS that he's going to be able to kill the entire... He has no... I mean, he has to get to the buildings over here, I guess. So maybe it's not.
3 bunkers, and he's got 20 SCVs worth of repairs, and he is floating 100 energy on his orbital command. Yeah, I should have warmed up first. That's the GG call, I think.
Yeah, I think that is.
With the Manor Command Center on the other side of the map.
Again. To be honest, Purge said, I was talking to Purge before, which this game isn't officially over yet, but we could pretty much call it. He said he was shaking the entire game.
No.
Like, just actually shaking.
So what exactly is his rating? Is he Diamond 1?
He's Diamond 1. He goes from Diamond 1 to Diamond 2. Me and him play some good matches. Like, we are pretty even.